Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. So we were doing our grammar topic, that is nouns, and we have completed our grammar topic, and today we are going to quickly revise what we have done in the previous days. So let us revise nouns. Okay, so here it is nouns. Now as we all know, nouns are the naming words that are used to name person, place, animal, thing, ideas or feelings. As I have told you earlier that nouns are the word that are used to name persons. For example, me, you, your father, your mother, grandfather, grandmother. Places, for example, Rajasthan, Delhi, Alwar, Taj Mahal. Animals like dog, cat, lion, tiger. Things, pen, laptop, mobile phones. Feelings or ideas like childhood, friendship, love, etc. So anything that defines the name of a person, place, animal, things, feelings or ideas is known as noun. Now next we have studied kinds of noun. We all know that there are 5 kinds of noun: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, concrete or material noun. Proper noun defines uniqueness, name of any particular person, place, animal or thing comes under the category of proper noun. For example, Hina. Now here I am naming a particular person, so it is a proper noun. Like Times of India. Here I am naming a particular newspaper, so it is a proper noun. Common noun. Common noun are the things that are common to the world. For example, boys, newspaper, country, they all are common. Collective noun. Collective noun are the group of things, group of person, place, animal or thing. A group is known as collective noun, like a bunch of keys, a bunch of grapes. Okay. Abstract nouns. Abstract noun refers to feelings. For example, if I say childhood, friendship, we can only feel them. We cannot see, hear, touch, smell or taste them. Concrete or material noun, these are the things that we got from the nature, or we can say that we can see, hear, touch, feel or taste. For example, oil, hair. Okay. Second topic that we have done is kinds of noun. Next we have done is nouns gender. There are 4 types. Okay. First is masculine gender noun. Second is feminine gender nouns. Third is common gender nouns. And fourth is neuter gender noun. Now masculine gender nouns. As the name suggests, it defines the male category. For example, brother, king, father, boy. Feminine gender noun, it defines the female category. For example, queen, princess, mother, girl. Common gender noun, here we are talking about both male or female. We are not clear about which gender we are talking about. For example, doctor. Now I don't know whether he is a male doctor or female doctor. Similarly, baby. Now we don't know whether we are talking about a baby boy or a baby girl. Next is neuter gender noun. Neuter gender noun are used for non-living things like pen, car, mobile. Okay. So the second topic that we have done is nouns gender. Masculine, feminine, common gender and neuter gender. After this we have done nouns number. One more thing that I would like to tell you is that common noun are divided into 2 parts: countable noun and uncountable noun. Anything that we can count in numbers is known as countable noun. For example, pens, bags, and anything that we cannot count is known as uncountable noun, like salt, sugar, juice. Okay. So nouns number. Countable nouns can be both singular as well as plural, while uncountable nouns do not have plural forms. They are only having singular form. Okay. Singular noun names one person, place, animal, thing or idea. Like one person, girl, one thing, bag, one place, school, one idea, patriotism. Whereas a plural noun names more than one person, place, thing or idea. Person like girls. Now first I have said girl, that means one girl, and now I am saying girls. Here I am talking about more than one. Similarly, place, schools. First I have talked about one school. Now I am talking about number of schools. Similarly, thing. First I have talked about bag. That is one bag. Now bags. There are number of bags. And idea like religions. Here I am talking about number of religions. Okay. So if we are talking about one person, place, thing or idea, it will be a singular noun. Whereas if we are talking about more than one person, place, thing or idea, it will be a plural noun. Okay. So noun numbers are of two types, singular and plural. If we are talking about one, it is singular. If we are talking about more than one, it is plural. Then next and the last, almost last topic that we have done is possessive noun. One more thing students, a very short topic, that is suffix of noun is remaining, that we are going to do when we will do prefixes and suffixes. So this one topic of noun will be covered in prefixes and suffixes topic. So for now you don't need to do this, and so the last topic here comes possessive noun. As I have told you yesterday that a noun that show what it owns or possesses, or it shows ownership or relationship, is called possessive noun. One more important thing is possessive nouns are only used for living things. That means mostly we use possessive nouns for living things. Okay, so anything that shows ownership or relationship is called possessive noun. Now as I have told you, there are certain rules. So first of all, we have to identify whether we are talking about singular or plural. If we are talking about singular, then we need to add apostrophe and s. While if we are talking about plural, then we have to check whether the word ends with s or it does not ends with s. If it ends with s, then we are only required to add an apostrophe sign at the end of the word. But if it does not ends with s, then we are going to add an apostrophe s. Okay, so you have to check the word. If the word is in singular form, that means if we are talking about one person, place, thing or idea, then to make its possessive form, we are going to add apostrophe s. But if the word is in plural form, that is we are talking about more than one person, place, thing or idea, then we are going to check that whether the word ends with s or not. If it is ending with s, then we have to add only apostrophe. But if it does not ends with s, then the same rule as it was in singular, that is we have to add apostrophe s. Okay, so this is all that we have done in nouns, and the one topic that is remaining, that is suffix of noun, will be covered when we are going to do prefixes and suffixes. Okay, so we have done definition of noun, that is name of a nouns are naming word that are used to name person, place, animal, things, ideas or feelings. After that 5 kinds of noun, then 4 gender of noun. After that nouns number, singular and plural. Then we have done possessive noun. If it is singular, we'll add apostrophe s. If it is plural, we are going to check. If it ends with s, then apostrophe. If it does not ends with s, then apostrophe s. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.